parents and students. This is Shannon Bassetti, the Ed Tech coach for Reading School District, and I am here to talk to you today about Lexia and how to navigate the program. So you'll see that I am in Clever, and I'm looking at the apps that are powered by Clever at the top of the page. Some of your teachers have set up really awesome little owls at the top of the page that have all the resources in that particular area. So depending on where the teacher has placed Lexia, you're looking for an app that looks like this. It has a world and it's titled Lexia Core 5. So the first time a student logs into Lexia, it tries to figure out how much they already know and what they don't know so that it can place them in what they consider a level. So when I log into Lexia for the first time, you'll notice it's going to kind of come up with a screen. Looks like this. And this white arrow, when your cursor turns into a finger, that means it's able to be clicked so that I can access the game. And since this is the first time I've ever played,
you are going to try a few activities to help you get started. Listen carefully to all of the instructions and do your best work. If you want to hear the question again, press the Rehear button at the bottom of the screen. Are you ready to start? Press the Go arrow to begin.
So it's that simple. This is the diagnostic test that all students who have never used Lexia before are asked to take. Notice the arrow turned white and the cursor now has the clickable hand. And again, like she mentioned, anytime a student doesn't hear the directions to a particular task, you always want to see this little arrow down here with the microphone. And that's basically to hear the question being asked again. So when I push this button,
rhyming words have the same sounds at the end. Listen carefully. One of these words rhymes with dump, drink, stump. Stump rhymes with dump. Find the word that rhymes with the one you hear. Find the word that rhymes with skunk, trunk, plate.
So it gives them a prompt and kind of like a preview of what the task is, and then it asks them to do it. So remember, if they forgot what the question was or what their task is, they hit this little button down here.
Skunk, trunk, plate.
And they can hear what it is again. And so they work through this, and it takes a while. It depends on how well they do on the diagnostic. It could last longer or shorter, depending on what they answer correctly. It's really important to let your student do the work on their own, even when it comes to the prompts. Don't help them with any of those things, because then that just obviously doesn't really tell the program what the student really knows. So once they're done with the diagnostic test, then it will tell them what level they're on, and then it will kind of just let them work through these different parts of the world. There's another video that I have that shows you what each of the levels kind of look like and how to play the particular games. But this is just how to get started on Lexia. One important thing to really pay attention to is you need to train your student. If they're not done with a diagnostic test, and they want to take a break, the only way to save their progress is to make sure they're clicking on the red or the white X's with the red circle. If they just close their computer or they just close the tab, it doesn't save their progress and they have to start all over again. So clicking on this white X takes me back to Clever and saves my progress. Sometimes it'll ask you to click on the X several times, and then there will be a little kind of like black lab dog, and it asks you if you want to log out of Lexia. Make sure you choose the log out option so that the program saves your students' progress. And this is how to navigate the diagnostic test on Lexia.